It's part 2 of our episode on Neighbours. Celebrity lawyer and host Rudy Marikan tackles the laws on operating a business in a flat. What's legal and what's not.
Let's go to the police to report about her unhygienic kacang putih.
And what about gambling? Is the mahjong game you play with your friends at home illegal?
Am I guilty? I don't care.
Find out on The 5 Show. Please welcome your hosts for tonight, Yasmin Cheng and The 5 Show's Guru of Glam, Jean-Paul Gui.
Hey, hi guys!
Bonjour everyone, welcome to The 5 Show. You're watching the second part of the nasty nuisance neighbours with me, JPG, Jean-Paul Gui, and my good friend, the gorgeous Jazzy Yazzy.
Well, thank you very much, JPG. You know what? I think you're pretty gorgeous as well, and I love this scarf.
Merci beaucoup.
But anyway, enough of the mutual admiration, or we'll be here all day. Let's get on with the show.
Oh yes! First, a very warm welcome to our guest, Suhaimi Yusof.
Hey!
Lina Ng. And Mark Lee.
Oh yeah. And of course, our celebrity lawyer and host, Mr. Rudy Marikan. Okay, let's get down to business. Or to be more specific, running a business in your HDB flat. What is considered legal and what is not?
Well, I've been thinking of expanding my kacang putih business. So why don't you use my experience as an example?
I think that's a very good idea. So it's time for another reenactment. 3, 2, 1, action!
Maya has plans to grow her kacang putih business. She has decided to use her own kitchen to experiment with a new recipe.
Uncle Raju, I'm thinking of expanding.
Want to eat a lot, huh?
No, expanding my business. M+M Kacang Putih Private Limited.
You tell Manu.
Manu, my husband, is at a peanut conference. I don't ask him for these petty decisions. Anyways, what are we earning? Peanuts.
Hey, my brilliant niece. Maybe that's because we are selling peanuts.
But we must make every kacang count. Why don't you, Uncle Raju, be our frontline peanut pusher while I experiment with a new kacang putih dish?
I hope you know what you're doing, huh?
I know what I'm doing.
OMG, what is that horrible, unfashionable smell? Hey!
Bonjour. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Wow, delicious.
Can you smell that horrible smell?
Not me, what?
No. Is your nose numb? Your nose is not working, is it?
No, smell something like belacan. I like it. I remember my ama. It's so good.
Who cares about your amma? I know, it's just so horrible. I think it's coming from here. Let's go.
Huh? No. Hey, no. Got doorbell. Got doorbell. No, there. Don't now press. Yeah.
Okay. Ding dong!
Namaste.
Ayo.
It's you making that unfashionable smell. It's horrible. It's so horrible until I cannot talk. You talk.
Okay. Anyway, he don't like your peanut. Huh? No. I mean, don't like your kacang putih.
Why? It's my extra spicy kacang putih new dish with a kick.
Cake? It is you who deserves a cake out of your house because your kacang putih is stinking up the whole HDB flat. I'm going to report to the police to kick you out of here. You talk.
Okay.
Okay,
Kacang putih biscuit.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess, have you ever encountered such a problem like, your neighbours cooking very smelly things?
Of course. It happens all the time and I love it because it makes me more hungry.
Of course, your size, you will love it.
Hey, it just happened they're a good cook, okay?
How about you, Lina and Mark?
Yeah, most of the time I smell good food, like roasted chicken. Like, belacan is nice to me too.
The thing is, do
cooking
they
though.
share it with you?
Sorry?
Do they share it with
Of
you?
course not. That's the sad part.
Oh.
Yes, actually, it depends. If I hungry, then I don't mind to smell. Yeah, if I tired, stressed, I don't like any smell.
Depends on his
it
mood.
depends.
Right. So, Rudy Doody, we want to ask you, should we report to the police, someone who's cooking something very noxious?
This is very interesting because, like most Singaporeans, at any sign of discomfort, they would run to the police.
Yeah.
But this is a very sensitive issue, guys. What may be horrible to you can actually be quite lovely to another person.
Yeah.
So if you run to a police station and say, I can't stand that smell, the police will say, but what do you want me to do? There is nothing in the penal code which says I can arrest you unless,
Arrest the smell.
I must say this, unless if the smell is hazardous to the health. If it's toxic, if it's going to cause some sort of injury.
Like
But
they
if it's
fry banana with ammonium chloride or something like that.
Yes.
That's terrible.
But other than that, a smell which is really quite pleasant to most noses, but unpleasant to a certain section of the community, well, that's just tough luck. We are in a multiracial society. We must be able to cope with other people's food.
And be tolerant.
Indeed.
Regarding the smell from your neighbor's cooking, you should ask yourself this question. Is the smell hazardous to health? If not, you should try to be tolerant. Treat your neighbor the way you would like him to treat you.
Okay, you know what, guys? Let's take a look at this next scenario. Now, the neighbor has a change of heart and decides to buy Maya's kacang with a cake as a peace offering.
My new kacang putih, my new kacang putih. I like my kacang putih, new kacang putih, very nice. Ewa, my kacang putih.
Ding dong.
Namaste, you.
Bonjour.
I tell you, one more time you problem with me. I tell you, I get very angry. I tell you, call.
No, wait. I come here to make peace. I mean peace.
Oh, why?
Well, because you see, your kacang putih with a stink.
No, it's kick. Kacang putih with a kick.
Oh, yes, whatever. It actually cured my sinuses. So what I want to do is buy some kacang putih from you out of gratitude. And how about we pinky promise never to fight anymore? Pinky promise. Pinky promise. Pinky promise.
Okay, Ken. Take.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Don't eat. Anyway, this is kacang putih, no ice cream. Okay? Don't eat.
But why? We'll tell you after the break.
Stop! Don't eat! Anyway, this is kacang putih, no ice cream. Okay?
Okay, but
Don't eat!
why?
It's because yesterday I buy a kacang putih with kit from her, and after I eat, my stomach not feeling well, and I diarrhea for 3 days. And these 3 days, I sleep in the toilet, never come out,
OMG! 3 days of diarrhea is so unglad.
Hey, don't anyhow throw these accusations, huh?
And this is true,
OMG, I'm talking to you. You know what? Our pinky promise is off. You and your kacang putih with a stink. It has caused a stink. Mark, I think you should sue her.
Yes.
Let's go to the police to report about her unhygienic kacang putih.
It's with a kick, a kick.
You die.
Heated?
She's so angry.
Okay, so guys, I mean, what do you think? Do you think Mark has the right to sue Maya?
Definitely.
Of course.
Yeah, the food has problem, isn't it?
But
Well,
the fact
well,
is,
can I just
kacang
answer this?
putih-
Yeah.
If you became unwell because you ate a particular food from a
Yes.
particular organization or particular person, and if you can prove that your sickness was due to that food you consumed, then yes, you can sue. Now remember, suing somebody is a civil matter. Please understand this now. When you involve the police, it becomes criminal.
Oh.
So when it becomes criminal, then you become guilty or not guilty.
Yep.
But if it's a civil matter, then either judgment made against her or against you. Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
Clear.
Now, can you sue her? The
Yes.
answer is yes.
Okay.
You always have the right to sue somebody if you choose to sue. The point is, you must prove.
Yep.
You must prove that the food you consume was
Go and see
contaminated.
doctor, take the proof, everything, then I can go and sue her.
You,
Okay.
you probably don't have the machinery to test the food.
Oh,
So you need to.
Yes, who do we see?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ding ding! NEA.
Oh.
Have you heard of them?
Yes.
Yes.
So
But it really depends on the situation. I mean, she could claim that she didn't sell the thing. She actually gave it to the neighbor. Does that also allow her to be sued?
she could have given it to the neighbor, and Mark went to the neighbor because Mark is having an affair with the neighbor's wife. And Mark slowly ate the kacang putih.
Oh my goodness, this sounds like a long form drama like Tang Lin.
Can Mark sue?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Okay.
Because the source
Still
came
can.
from that food.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that she gave you directly
Or
or
sell.
via to another person.
Okay. When it's a civil case, you can just sue. But when let's say they want to still not pursue it the civil way, the civil case.
Yes.
But they want to go to the police. Is that?
In a criminal way.
Yeah. Is that still
Yes.
possible?
Well, when you call the police, as I said earlier in the show, we have a habit of immediately calling the police for anything. So, when you call the police will inform NEA. Because the NEA themselves have got their investigators, they have got their own people to carry out the test. So they will raid that lady's kitchen, take all the things, test them, and then find out your problem. And if it tallies, then she's in trouble.
Are the NEA must check my poo-poo, see whether it's because
I'm
of kacang
afraid they
putih?
have to do that. Yes, your poo-poo.
Oh, but you have a lot of it anyway.
You mean
The whole toilet.
the NEA has the right to go into a private kitchen?
Our country is very concerned about quality of food. Every hawker have got to go through stringent rules, stringent tests to make sure that they are not contaminating food.
Okay. Now, what if Maya is found guilty? Who will take action?
By NEA? So if NEA took out the matter, NEA proved that it was the result of the kacang putih,
Yes.
then NEA will take out their own prosecutors, drag that lady to court,
Oh dear.
and charge her.
Drag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, the thing is, we're talking about neighbors and all that sort of stuff, and
Yep.
this happened in an HDB flat.
Yep.
So what will HDB do?
HDB will come in and tell, there's been complaint about you running a business without a license. There has been complaint about the smell, which is getting overpowering. Remember I said earlier, if the smell is not overpowering, not disturbing anybody, they won't bother.
Okay.
But if it's causing a nuisance, remember this program is about nuisance. When they cross that line, then HDB will write a letter
Okay.
and do their own investigative work.
A resident operating a business which causes nuisance can only be sued if there is enough evidence. First, alert the relevant authorities to carry out an investigation on the business. Only when the product or service has proven to cause a nuisance will the resident be charged.
You know what? I think let's move on to another topic, another interesting topic that affects you and your neighbors. Gambling at home. Do you do it? Do you do it?
Maybe during Chinese New Year and some card games maybe with friends.
During Chinese New Year, we do play mahjong at home.
Mahjong, in fact, is practicing our brain. I like to play with my daughters, my sisters. Of course, we involve a little bit of money. That is motivation.
Yes, I know gambling at home is illegal.
I didn't know that playing mahjong was illegal in the house.
I don't know it's illegal because we do not make a lot of noise. And in fact, we normally finish before midnight.
Oh, everybody here guilty or innocent?
Mark, I think he has that guilty look.
Anyway, it is time for another break, and when we return, we'll find out more about gambling in your home. And does Mark gamble at home?
Am I guilty? I don't care.
Hi, And welcome back. Right now, we're tackling the topic, is gambling in your own home illegal? When will the law stepped in? It seems that Mark Lee has managed to influence the rest of the presenters and leave me all alone here, right here. And it seems that they went to a corner of the house and enjoying themselves with the game.
Wow, so are we playing with real money?
Real money, no fake money. Monopoly dollars. Monopoly.
Let's not play with money. Let's play with kacang.
Huh? You play with peanuts, you only get peanuts.
Yeah, pay peanut, get monkey. You never hear before.
Okay, how about this? How about this? The loser will buy the rest of us supper.
Good idea at a very expensive steakhouse. Yes.
More play. Let's talk.
Uncle Raju, I told you this crook is up to no good. Can you hear those horrible sounds?
You know, it sounds like they're having a lot of fun. I think I'll go and join them.
Sounds like he's up to no good. It sounds like a mahjong marathon.
You don't have any proof.
How much more proof do you want? Can you not hear the mahjong tiles clacking away? I can't take it anymore. I'm going to complain. Hey, come out, you coward! You come out!
Hey, do you hear that noise? Wait.
Faster.
It's you!
Yes, and I know that you're running a gambling den, and I'm going to tell the police. In your face! Let's go!
Hey, the police! Hey, police down here! Where do you want to go?
OMG!
Wow. So, all right, guys, I think it's time to ask Rudy some questions. So, Rudy, is that what we just saw, the whole gambling thing, considered a gambling den?
Well, clearly they were gambling. Now, I have to tell you, this is an activity which a lot of people get involved in.
Yep.
A lot of families, they do it. Now, what is the law? The law is very simple. If you are gambling and it involves money and it involves people coming into paying a fee to get in to participate, then that would be a gambling den. You see, any form of gambling is illegal in this country. It's quite clear. We need to understand that. However, we also understand that a lot of Singaporeans enjoy a little bit of gambling on their own without hurting anybody, without resorting to serious gambling, particularly in the month of the Chinese New Year or any celebration. People
Even play with the relative, auntie, cousin, that's okay?
When does it become a problem? One, when there's serious gambling. That means you see betting slips, you see people really getting involved with a lot of money. And
Real money?
Yes.
Not the Monopolo money?
No, not quite.
Monopolo.
When the police come, your neighbours are bound to complain.
Okay.
They're bound to complain. They tend to be a little bit more tolerant during the festive months because they know these things happen.
Yes.
But when it's not, and it's happening, the clacking every night, immediately they will inform the police. The police will do their duty and come.
Okay, which is mean even you not involve the money, but make a lot of noise.
That is nuisance.
Okay.
So that's a different matter altogether.
Quite. Imagine if you are gambling, you're making all that noise, and you're drinking at the same time. Completely intoxicated, and you don't care about your neighbors.
Okay, but what say you have a very big family, and everyone is in there playing games.
Chinese New Year.
Yes. So no one is paying to get in unless you mean giving ang pao.
Yes. So this is why I say we cannot be so strict about things.
Yep.
Gambling is one of their favorite hobbies. People enjoy gambling. But when it goes into the world of commercialism, when you're actually making it a commercial activity, then it becomes illegal. I've seen so many ladies, so many aunties who really have got nothing better to do in the afternoon, and they go into a little room and gamble their money away. And then the police will come and raid the place, and then they will see aunties with slips of papers making bets and doing all those, suggesting that this is a gambling den. If you go into that place, you will see these such as family reuniting and connecting with each other.
Even if money is exchanged.
Even if money is exchanged. It's just a little fun.
Okay. The other thing, like we Chinese, our elderlies pass away, normally we have some curry function at the downstairs, HDB downstairs.
At the void deck.
At the void deck. Yeah, the void deck. Then of course, definitely some play card, play mahjong, and that involve money, that is illegal, right?
Well, strictly, yes.
Yes.
Strictly, yes.
Yeah, but since so many years, still a lot of people enjoy this kind of event. You know, they come here, no know who father died, who mother died, they don't care. They just want to come in to have some gambling.
Yes.
But
yes.
so far, I never hear police come and catch them or anything.
Because, as I say, this is a multiracial community. They understand that it is a habit in which people indulge in when somebody dies. The Malays have their own way of coping with grief. The Buddhist people have got their own way. And the Chinese community have got their own way. And to them, they take out the playing cards and they play.
Yeah.
And if they do it quietly, even if a little bit of money involved, the police won't come and say, I'm arresting all of you, and the dead body is there, and they're arresting everybody for a gambling. Then it's not going to work.
It's about being tolerant and understanding.
They must understand the culture.
But the law is illegal.
If we're going to talk strictly, the answer is yes. I'll give you an example. If this auntie is inviting so many other aunties to the apartment, and the neighbors are complaining, and all auntie from Ang Mo Kio on one occasion, another auntie from Yishun, and they all come and congregate and gamble. In a situation like that, the police will observe. I'm sure they do their observation, and on one occasion they will raid the place. And if the auntie stand there and say, "Oh, sorry, I'm from Ang Mo Kio, I thought today they're gambling," then clearly the owner of the place will be charged for running a gambling den.
I see. All right.
So what should we do if... Oh, I'm so sorry, Lina. Please
No, I'm
ask.
just finding it very tricky because many people have different tolerance level for noise. So for certain family, they have been playing the mahjong kind of quite manageable.
Yes.
But your neighbor can just complain saying that it is a nuisance to me.
Yes, this is why I say this is a very sensitive topic. If you have very sensitive neighbors, any sound of your pen dropping, they might complain. Your child playing the piano, they might complain. Anything. So this is why we need to be tolerant with one another. We need to understand that if you want to indulge in a game of mahjong, which is really harmless among the family members, if it stops at 12, everybody will be happy.
12?
But if it continues until 3 o'clock and then everybody's shouting, "Yeah, I'm saying, guess what I won?"
Right.
You know, and guess what? And we all run down and make a lot of rackets and so on and so on. It's going to be a problem.
So which is mean you like to play mahjong, your family member like to play mahjong. You have to find someone also like to play mahjong. Then you all can stay together, each other next door. Then, everything will be settled, right?
Yeah, until they invent silent mahjong.
But you know, I must tell you this. It's very frightening when people are hauled to court. They are dragged to court and they say, but I don't know, this is a gambling den. Listen, ignorance is not a defense. I'm sick and tired of people going over in front of a judge and say, I don't know, I just thought I want to gamble a little bit. You wanted to gamble a little bit? Clearly, you are in a gambling den.
Any form of gambling involving money is considered illegal in Singapore. However, you will not be held liable for playing a social game or two if you do not cause a nuisance to your neighbors. Operating a commercial gambling activity or playing in a gambling den is absolutely against the law. If caught, ignorance will never be considered a defense.
Thank you very much, Rudy. Ignorance is not bliss. Well, that's all we have the time for tonight. We really want to thank all our guests for being here.
Thanks to Hamid Yusuf, Lina Ng, and of course Mark Lee,
Thank
and
you.
of course our law expert
Rudy Doody.
Rudy, we love you so much. You've got to promise us that you come back.
Indeed, I will. I'll be more than happy because you know, to tell people what the law is always very, very rewarding.
Oh yes, and we also want to say merci beaucoup. Thank you to our Kacang Putih hawkerpreneurs, Maya and Uncle Raju.